Steve here with Wave Armor on day 2 of my travels in upstate New York. It brought me here today to the Bison and Bourbon Restaurant on White Lake in New York. And I'm joined here by the owner, Jeff, and the authorized Wave Armor dealer, Michael Croissant from Swingy Bridge Marina. And we're just going to talk to Jeff here about the journey on adding Wave Armor dock systems to his restaurant to increase his seating. So, Jeff, if you would, so you bought the restaurant how long ago?
Bought it before the season last year.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so a year and a half ago.
Right. And at that time, you had how much seating inside?
So we had only about 60 seating.
Okay.
And everybody wants to come in here because they want to be, in the summer, the season, they want to be on the water.
Sure. So what was your vision as far as, getting them out on the water? Were you thinking, hey, can I build it out there? And what were you looking for in a dock system? I'd imagine, safety had to be a priority, stability, aesthetics. So what brought you to Wave Armor? What were you looking for?
So we were looking at something, something stable. We want people to have the experience, how you can dine or have a good time on the water, drink, and we have access to the water. We're right on the water on the lake. And we looked around and there's not many companies offering really a stable product. Like the continuous seating over here,
yeah.
You don't feel like you're on the water. You feel like safe, and it's a great product. It's durable, and everybody wants to sit on the deck instead of the restaurant. So
weather permitting, right?
Right. Yeah. So last thing we put a small piece. Mike said, let's try, and this year we have to double, electrics. I don't know. Let's see what happens next year. But yes, go ahead.
So Michael, you did some last year, right? The first year you did the install. How many pieces did you figure? How many square footage roughly?
It was 15 by 100, and this year we increased it almost double.
Almost double.
Yeah. Almost double. We're just shy of double.
No, the reason you increased that too now, Jeff, is probably because you saw the need, right? I mean, sure, and come on, yes. So, and I see right now you're going through a remodel, maybe to renew the kitchen to keep up with all the.
It's the increase.
Yeah, he seats over 100 people.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's him.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're meeting the Wave Armor docks are meeting your expectations.
Yes, I mean it's the accessory to have. It's not just that. It's the accessory and safety. I'm going to the poles up. So I'm assuming if you guys would have come in, in the middle of the season when we finish, it's just to be open.
Sure.
So it's a great product.
Yeah, I like you're adding pergolas.
Yes,
Yes, awful impressive. And then you have the lights at night.
The lights at night, right? And they have, you have all the beautiful accessories, so you have exactly what to add it on. So it's having a great value
when you see it in operation.
It is impressive, yeah. So what else, Michael? You mentioned something about you're adding flower pots in that too.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of flower pots coming on the outside area. Obviously, he's going to
add the roller to it. That'll be well for you.
Next year, we're gonna make it go bigger.
Okay.
I mean, people said, I want to come here. I said, we have no place. Go to Mike's place.
Well, that's awesome. So, thank you, Jeff. Appreciate your business. Michael, you do great work, whatever.
Yes.
Can't thank you enough.
I couldn't do it without Mike.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you one thing. Yeah.
He's been very good for us, too. So, I'm very glad to have him. So.